Hey everyone, my name's Meesh. How are y'all doing today? Well, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about what I want to do on this YouTube. Most people have heard of the advice column, Ask Abby, or something similar to it, where you mail in a question or a scenario to somebody and they basically answer what they think you should do. So that's what I'm here for, basically. Any question that you may have, granted that it's appropriate, just send it to me, either in a comment down there, or you can mail me a message. Also, you can tweet me with the same name that I have on YouTube, and ask me a question, and what I'll do is I'll respond to the best of my ability. Not all of my answers may be serious. I'm sorry if my answer does disappoint, if it's not the answer that you want to hear, but I will answer to the best of my ability any question that you may have, either about a relationship, a friendship, any question about myself. If you just have any question, any question, period. So like I said, I do tend to joke around sometimes. So if the answer's not what you're looking for, I'm sorry about that. So what got me started with this idea is that I seem to always be the one that my friends turn to if they need help, if they have a question, or if they need advice. So my friend actually came to me with a question last night, and that's what sparked the idea. Why don't I just, try to help everybody out? So I decided to make a YouTube channel out of it, and I asked her permission to use her question, and she said it was okay. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't think that she'd appreciate that. But what she asked, she said, Meesh, I kind of get a bit suspicious about my boyfriend sometimes. I don't want to say I don't trust him, because I usually do, but I kind of get the feeling that he may be cheating on me. What are some signs that he may be cheating, and what should I do? The way that I responded was, one, if you catch him in bed with your best friend, that it's a big sign. And don't fall for the line, are you going to believe what you see or what I'm telling you? Because that just means, he's trying to pull your leg. Two, if you catch him in bed with his best friend, then you have a bigger problem at hand than whether or not he's cheating on you. You may have to ask him a couple questions. But, no, I'm totally just joking about that. I didn't really say that. There are actually a few different signs to look for if you do have any suspicions that your boyfriend might be cheating on you. For example, if you notice that he starts to treat you differently, just in a bad way, but just little things at first. So he may even go so far as to accuse you of cheating, just as a bit of, insecurity. He may accuse you of cheating. Also, if he comes up to you with newfound insecurities that he's never had before, either with you, something he's insecure about with you or himself, or something that he's just nitpicky at. Maybe he thinks he's put on some weight and you didn't notice, and it's just something that he shouldn't really be nitpicky about, but he is. Anything bad like that he might point out, even about you. Let's say he doesn't like your hair and you haven't changed it. That could be a sign. If he's really, really irritable for no reason, or if he unexplainably gets defensive for no reason. So if you say, hey babe, do you want spaghetti for supper, and he freaks out, that's kind of a sign that something's going on there. It might not be that he's cheating, but there's definitely something wrong there. If he whispers while he's on the phone, or if he gets mad at you when you ask who he's on the phone with, again, that's not another surefire thing saying flat out he's cheating, but sometimes that does point in the wrong direction. It could be something to be suspicious about. If he just seems unlike himself, I know sometimes people just get into a hump. They're not themselves. It's different. But if it's a constant thing where they can't get out of that hump, they can't get out of it. Some guys, for example, aren't very big talkers, and all of a sudden they start babbling on like an idiot, not really even saying anything, and it's just a sign of weakness, a sign of nervousness, that something's wrong. It also works the other way around. If he's usually really talkative and all of a sudden he goes quiet for a week or so without, any warning, that could be a problem that something's wrong. Now, these are some signs. It doesn't mean that if he's showing these signs that he's cheating on you for sure. It just means that you should keep an eye out if you are suspicious for things like this. The second part of the question that my friend had asked me was, what should I do? Again, there are several answers to this question. There's always flat out confronting him with the issue. Maybe he wants to tell you that there's something wrong. Maybe he wants to tell you that he cheated on you or something, but he just doesn't have the opportunity to do so because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Who really wants to tell that they cheated on somebody? You know what I mean? Then evaluate the relationship. Maybe you were serious about the relationship and he really wasn't as serious as you were about it. Just evaluate where both of you were as far as the relationship goes. I mean, if you were together for, 5 years and all of a sudden all of this is happening, then yeah, there's, something wrong. But if you're together for 2 weeks, I don't really know how serious he might be about that relationship. Evaluate yourself. Ask yourself if the reason why you feel suspicious is because maybe you have some insecurities within yourself. If that's the case, then calm down. To love somebody means that you love everything about them, even their flaws or insecurities. So if he does love you, then you really have nothing to worry about. Another thing, ask probing questions. Don't just ask questions that are going to get you a yes or a no response. Ask him how he feels about something. Ask him what he wants, if he's all right. Cheating usually results from something wrong with something wrong. Either with himself, maybe with you, with the relationship, maybe he's not comfortable being this serious. Anything like that. That could cause somebody to cheat. What else? Don't flat out accuse him of cheating. Whether or not somebody is cheating, if you're flat out asked, are you cheating on me, it's going to cause you to be completely baffled by the question. So if you flat out ask, are you cheating, and he starts stuttering, that doesn't mean he's cheating. Don't flat out ask somebody if they're cheating. Try to ease into it. Ask if he's ever, wanted to be with somebody else or anything like that. Don't just flat out, are you cheating? That's not good. If none of these techniques work for you, then ask yourself if the relationship where you're in constant doubt of his fidelity is something that's healthy for you. Because although it may be hard for you to end a relationship just on what ifs, it's better than you having to constantly worry yourself sick over something that he may be doing and may not, but you can't confront him about it because he blows up. You are the protagonist in your life. You're the one who's writing the story of your life, not him. So, although it's really hard to leave somebody, if you're putting yourself into a situation where, it's hard to talk to your significant other, you're feeling belittled by them, then this isn't something that you should be in. You have to take your life by the reins and keep yourself happy and healthy. Even if what will make you healthy may not make you happy right now, keep thinking about the long term, what's going to make you happy later on. If it is just your insecurities with yourself, talk to him about it. Let him know how you feel, and just try to always keep the table open for discussion about anything that you may have, like any uneasiness in any sense. So within the relationship, within one another, if there's something wrong, just always keep the table open so that you can always confront one another if there is a problem. That way he doesn't have to resort to another woman to give him what you're lacking. And just always be yourself. If you do keep the table open and you do talk about what one another wants, and if he wants something that you can't be, then again you have to reevaluate yourself and you have to reevaluate the relationship, and if this is something that's healthy for you. You don't want to go, doing backflips. You can't change who you are. So yeah, just keep all of that in mind. I'm not saying, everybody's boyfriend's cheating on them who's whispering on the phone. Who knows? He could be, trying to surprise you with something. Just a little bit of tips. And if you have any questions, like I said, if you have any other questions for me, comment down there or tweet me. I'll put the information in the sidebar. I think it's over there. It's my first video, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. And yeah, I'll just keep the questions coming, and I'll keep the answers coming, and have a good one.